starting late?
Good, because I have a 5:15 meeting I got to get to right after this.
We got a hard out on Ben Lawrence,
I'm gonna.
everyone. Hard out on
Do I
Ben
have an
Lawrence.
eyes on hard out, please?
So, how are you, Ben?
Good. It's been a minute, Paul. We
It
did a couple
has
twofers
been.
because I was busy the past few Wednesdays, but I'm back here in the
Hey, you're back.
office. I
I'm
don't know if you can
glad to see that
hear,
you're back.
but like I'm being drowned out by fans and air conditioning.
No, I cannot.
Oh, excellent. And then Paul is frozen. He's probably saying to the audience, I'm frozen because that's what happens every every time we do the show. Paul or I freeze, although it usually doesn't last this long.
And I
And
can hear you.
he's back.
And I heard you the whole time.
You did? Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
see or hear you at all.
you were frozen, but I was not. Now, here's the thing. I Full disclosure, we know this already. I have a therapist for my OCD stuff, and he, Ben, froze at the exact same time that you did.
Uh
Only
oh.
he said that I was frozen and it was on my end because it hardly ever happens. So maybe this is me. Maybe it's me the whole time.
Maybe. Regardless of who it is, it happens. We deal with it and then we move on.
Yes, and the reason that it took me a little bit longer to start this time is you might notice my setup is a little different.
You're a little darker
Um,
today.
yeah, I'm a little darker. It's because I don't have the two monitors. See, what I was doing was I have two laptops, right? And I was sharing. One is a
Slow down
Dell.
there, rich man.
No, one is a Dell laptop, and the other is a Linux running laptop. It was originally a Windows laptop. I'm running Linux on it now. It's called the Yoga, I believe. It's by Lenovo is the name of the company that makes it. Uh,
I've heard of them.
but one of the issues was that the docking station that I was using for the Dell isn't a Dell docking station, and it would always say, the docking station that you're running is not compatible with this, and it may cause problems with charging and all that. So I finally uh, had an issue where it wasn't recognizing my Ethernet cable anymore.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'll get the official Dell uh, docking station. Crazy thing, the official Dell docking station I got was the exact one that I had been using that stopped working. And it stopped working in a very specific way. As you can see, I'm going to show this to you, Ben. This cord right here.
Yeah.
As you notice, it's a USB-C.
Yeah.
But do you also notice that it's a little bit longer than your standard USB-C?
Yeah,
This is solid all
it's
right
got some
here.
heft to it.
When I
Probably a
use it,
little microchip inside there.
maybe so, yeah, because it what it does, the old one that I have, the one that broke, kind of, if you jiggle this cable even the slightest bit, it loses all connection. Uh, So when I got this one, I was concerned because it was the exact same kind, right?
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, it doesn't lose connection when I jiggle it slightly. So that's fine. But it also doesn't work with my Lenovo laptop. So
Universal compatibility is not
I
good for the
am
bottom line.
I'm now working off of Wi-Fi, number one, and then number two, I'm only I all that I use my laptop for this anyway is to record audio. So, I'm running my camera through my phone.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much good,
So you're
I
zooming on the
think.
phone and you're recording on the
Exactly.
laptop.
Yeah, but I use those monitors as some of my light.
Right.
So that's why I appear to be darkness. But wait, Ben, let's
There's
see what
more.
happens if I turn the light on. Hold on. Now when I
Oh
sit
God.
down,
Now I can see you.
oh, oh no, wait, go back. No.
I, of course, am being
So,
lit mostly by the natural sun.
hmm, sun, I'm the sun, natural. It is still light here. Um,
Full Complosion, natural one. Made
Folk
famous by the movie
Implosion.
Kids.
Was that where it was from? Interesting.
That's where I first heard it. It was on the soundtrack to Kids, a movie of
Hmm.
which I still have not seen.
As someone who plays Dungeons and Dragons every once in a while, now whenever I roll a nat one, that song plays
Dooch,
immediately.
doo, doo, doo,
Yeah.
doo, doo, dooch, doo, doo, doo.
Do you
Yeah,
remember I did
it's a
a version
banger.
of that that that's still up on SoundCloud, I believe.
I do not remember that.
Yeah. I'm playing the bass part on like a rubber band or a piece of elastic or whatever. Um I believe that I sampled it and then ran it through, so it sounds like I'm playing it well on a piece of elastic, but really I just played the piece of elastic once, figured out what the note was, assigned that note to the note in a software. This is the
Like a
thing that's
MIDI
fun.
program.
Yeah, all the stuff that I used to make those songs is very old,
Right.
and I probably couldn't do it anymore. Like I
Because
learned
you
how to
can't run the
hack.
software anymore, or
Right, the software doesn't exist, right? It's all
yeah.
outdated. Like I learned how to hack that software specifically, and that's it. So there were, yeah, it's like I don't want to say it's sound fonts, but it's something like that. Something that you could do with Macs back in the 90s.
Yeah.
That maybe you can do now again. I don't know. But you have a lot of songs like that where it's basically I just recorded a bunch of sounds off of Betty's Toys and then sampled them, and then so there's like a version of More Human Than Human that I do with that. And yeah, it's a very fun era of cover tunes.
The closest I ever got to that was not with my own stuff, but in college, one of my roommates had a computer where you could assign sounds to any sound the computer made, error sounds,
Oh, nice.
startup sounds, whatever sounds. So like we made it so Homer's dough was the error sound for
That
his Windows
seems
machine.
to make a lot of sense. I
Yeah,
like that.
there was a bunch of there was a bunch of like Monty Python sounds because we found like a repository of a bunch of like 2 3 second Monty Python clips. Holy Grail specifically.
This is going to be a fun thing that happens, Ben. Let me tell you. So Jennifer was out and about. So I was in the yard on garage duty. So that when she comes back, I open up the garage, she drives in, close the garage, etc. Um, I got bitten by a lot of mosquitoes on my
Yeah,
on my legs,
just no, just one
and that was about um 5 minutes before the podcast started. So
today.
it's been, yeah, so it's
Oh,
been about 17 minutes.
are you itchy AF?
I am very itchy, but here's the thing. Last summer, I determined that if I didn't scratch, like the mosquito bites would itch a lot. But if I didn't scratch them for like an hour, if I lasted an hour without scratching them, they wouldn't itch anymore.
It's like
So
an
if I
endurance
in
test.
Yeah, so we're gonna see at the end of this podcast whether or not it's working.
Today
However,
on Jackass, Paul's bitten by a bunch of mosquitoes.
I've found a confound to this issue, Ben.
What is that?
There's a mosquito in the room with me right now. I've seen it. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what else.
I was in a hotel room last week and I killed one mosquito like right before I went to bed.
Uh-huh.
And I am surprised that I did not wake up with more mosquito bites because where goes one mosquito, more are sure to follow.
Yes, true enough. Hey, speaking about which, well, sort of. Look, Ben, it's new. The
Butcher's
new
Masquerade. I
this
don't
is book
know who that is
number
or what that is.
this is book number 6 of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Did we talk about it already? Have we
It
talked
vaguely,
about it?
it sounds vaguely familiar.
It's a book series that I'm reading again. I'm reading books. This is the book series that I'm reading at the
I
moment.
gave up reading for Lent, but now I'm reading again.
It's got eight books total. I and they're all like,
That's a
500 plus
thick tome.
pages.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I'm reading through them,
it's a
you know,
registered lethal weapon.
one a week basically, maybe a little less or a little more depending on, how long the book is.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is and hey man, don't cancel me, Amazon, from your rosters because I need you whenever I want to know where my old addresses were. But I spent like $70, $78 on the books, whereas at Amazon they would have cost me like 45, specifically because I'm buying them from a local bookseller.
Oh, like a brick and mortar
Um,
store? You go in and
yeah,
yeah. I love buying
yeah.
books that way. I think in the last like 3 years, I've only, aside from my self-published things, I've only purchased one book from Amazon, and that's because I could not find it anywhere in any local store.
Also, I'm getting a new leg bag. I have a leg bag, but I'm buying a a different leg bag, and I'm getting that leg bag from a different store entirely.
And what is a
Um,
leg bag?
a leg bag it's like a fanny pack, except it goes on your thigh instead of on your waist.
And that works for you?
Uh-huh. I like it. I like it a lot. Um, so the one that I have now has a Velcro closure, and the Velcro is kind of worn thin, and I was like, oh boy, I don't know, maybe I need to get another one. But I guess I'll hack it. And then it got like a hole in it. It was only $20, right?
Yeah.
But there's another one that I really like, and I've ordered it off of the internet. And again, it was one of those cases
The
where it's
internet.
75 rather than 20, a, a different, company
Well,
entirely.
hopefully it, yeah, lasts a bit
Hopefully,
longer.
hopefully it's more well made.
Yeah.
Um, and then I got a backpack from Meow Wolf that is going to be Betty's backpack. Um, it's basically like buying less things and then having the things I buy being more expensive is the and buying them from like places I like. So
Yeah.
the big thing is that the shoes that I bought, that I've had for about 2 years now, they're really good shoes. They're still working, but I need to get a new pair of shoes pretty soon. Shoes are very expensive if you're going to get them. Pardon me, Ben. I just realized something.
What's that?
I was like, what am I going to do? Just pay someone to fix them?
Those people
I
do
could
exist.
I live in
There's actually a name
Chicago.
for them.
There is probably a cobbler here in Chicago that I could take the shoes that I've got to and have them fix them or fix
Yeah.
them up.
I
That's
have
exactly
a
what I'm going to do.
I have a pair of boots that I really like, but the sole came off of one of them, and I don't want to buy a new pair, so I haven't yet because I haven't needed to wear boots in a while. But there's a cobbler downtown across the street from the Union Arts Center, which
Yeah,
formerly known as Act Theater.
I remember Act Theater. I also have a pair of boots that are Carhartt boots that I could start wearing those too in place of the shoes that I'm getting. Okay, itch update. Still itching. So that's fine. I am down to 220 pounds. I think I don't remember what I was at last count. I might have gone up a little bit. I think the lowest I was at 218 one morning. That
Yeah.
doesn't really count. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Um, but it's funny, whenever I tell people how much I weigh, I always say I weigh 120 pounds because I forget the 200 part, and they get
And
really
yeah,
concerned.
what are they? Yeah, what their response must be interesting.
They're like, "Oh no," and I'm like, "Oh wait, no, I mean,
No, just add
yeah,
another Benjamin Franklin to that.
exactly." Hey, speaking about Benjamin Franklin, never a president, as we all know.
Yeah, you're right.
Um, I think he was around at the time that the French Republican calendar came out. And now I kind of want to know what his views on it
I
were.
know that he
So,
spent time there. I don't know what the French Republican calendar was.
so the French Republican calendar came out after the French Revolution, and I think he was still alive after the French Revolution. I want to say because it was the U.S. Revolution first, right, and then the French Revolution. I believe that's the order that it goes to.
Okay,
And I also think the French were like, "Hey, will you help us?" Uh,
we helped you.
and we were like, "No, that's all right. See ya," that kind of thing. I think
Okay, thanks.
that's what happened.
Bye.
Yeah. Um, so I think he was around. I think he would have an opinion on it. So, Ben, if you'll indulge me, let's talk a little bit about the French Republican calendar again. Because after the French Revolution, lots of stuff was happening. The metric system was being born and popularized throughout France. The meter, as we know, became a unit of measurement used by the French Republic. But not only that, also metric time. And one of the cornerstones of metric time was the French Republican calendar. 12 months made up of 3 weeks, all of which had 10 days. So 30 days. And then you had extra days that were thrown in to make leap year work, basically. But so your week, then, your work week was 10 days. So you had 9 days of work and 1 day of rest, for example. Or,
And you're
par
telling me that didn't take
exemple,
off?
yeah, people didn't like it. You know who else didn't like it?
Benjamin Franklin.
Any other country trying to trade with France. Because you had to figure out, like, you had to have, for instance, like contracts, right? Have the date on which the contract was signed. Hey, guess what? I'm France. I have a completely different system. That's not going to work for you. So, that kind of thing happened. Um, but the other thing, Ben, and I know we've talked about this before, part of the French Republican calendar and their decimal week was also decimal time. 10 decimal days in a week, 10 hours in a decimal day, 100 decimal minutes in a decimal hour. I might have said decibel minutes, I meant decimal. And then 100 decimal seconds in a decimal minute. And here's the fun thing about the decibel second.
Decibel
So
second?
a decimal second, sorry. So a decimal hour, of course, much longer than a regular hour, because a decimal hour takes the place of 24 of our hours. Decimal decimal minutes twice as long as our minutes, kind of. But the decimal second, Ben, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. That's how fast a decimal second is. Feels more natural because what is a regular second, a US second, whatever you call it? 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. Slow. This is more a natural beat, right? This is more like,
Is it though?
yeah, why not? Um,
Feel
so
that
and
might be slightly subjective.
and as we know, Ben, the watch company Swatch tried to make metric time a thing again by introducing Swatch beats. Do you remember Swatch Beats?
I remember the name. I didn't know what they were. I just remember the ads.
Yeah.
Never had one.
So yeah, so Swatch Beats did not take off, but the idea was that there was a universal Swatch time that Swatch set up. And so
Synchronized swatches.
if it were, you know, what however many Swatch Beats for me, it'd be how many it I'm not going to use Swatch Beats as an example. I'm going to use hours as an example. Let's say so the because I mean it still works. You don't need Swatch Beats for it. So Greenwich Mean Time, right? Imagine if you and I both use Greenwich Mean Time, and so we wouldn't have this. We're meeting at 6 o'clock for me, 4 o'clock for you. It's just we all. There's that mosquito. It's just that you and I both meet at whatever Greenwich Mean Time, and
Right.
that's the time for me. So I wake up at 3. You wake up at 5, or well, let's do it right. I wake up at 8. You wake up at 10. We wake up at different times, but when I look at the clock and it's 10, I'll say Ben's waking up right about now. And you would be waking up at 10 when you look at your clock. Both of us see a clock that says 10 on it,
Right.
rather than it being 10 my time, but 8 your time. That's the
Right.
idea. And nobody liked it.
No, I wonder
Um,
why.
because nobody likes to be on the same page time wise. As far as the numbers that everyone shares, they like to be on the same place time wise as far as the feel of their day.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to
It
get up.
sounds more time. Time is more natural when relative to the sun and the moon.
Yeah, I mean, if you've, especially you, Ben, living in the Pacific time, if you've ever had to, because everyone has to adjust to the person who's in Eastern time. That's just the way it works.
Slow time, we call it out here.
I'm gonna get up at 7 my time so that I can be on at 8 their time or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Always, always. I wake up at 5 so that I'm online at 7, which is 8 o'clock their time, as an example, if that were
Yeah.
to happen. So what happens to me when I'm in that situation? I just move my time an hour ahead. So I just start following. I have a clock that is Eastern time, and that's the clock that I use when I wake up, when I go to bed. I use
You live in
the.
Eastern time. It can't. I
I
mean, it's
live
not
in
that hard.
Eastern
It's
time.
only an hour off for you.
Yeah,
Like I'm over here, that would be quite the adjustment.
yeah. And that only works if those are the only people you're dealing with. If you're dealing with
Yeah.
people locally, it's not going to work. This is kind of like what I did when I was working nights. Also,
Yeah.
you remember this? I just
I
flipped
do
my
remember that.
schedules. I would get up at 8 p.m. And then I would go to bed at noon, and that was basically how it worked for me, which worked out pretty
Yeah.
great. Spin the bottle being a late night didn't affect me at all because I'd get up, eat whatever, go to spin the bottle, and then if I had to be at work, I would leave, before the show was over
Yeah.
and get to work, do everything else, and then go out to breakfast with my friends and then go to bed. It was great. The people who didn't like it were my downstairs neighbors when I was trying to assemble a jungle gym inside of my room.
Out of steel pipe.
It's out of steel pipe at 3 a.m. in the morning or
Yeah.
whatever.
Were
I,
you?
I still
What
remember
did that
this,
guy say? Are you tweaking?
and
Is
I
that what he
didn't know
said?
what tweaking. Yeah, and I didn't know what tweaking meant. So I was like, probably, which didn't go well.
Is that what it means when you're up at 3 a.m. assembling piping in your room?
Yeah, and the thing that was funny about that exchange is that we left without really any sort of altercation. He's just like, well, don't do that. I was like, okay. And then I just didn't assemble the jungle gym. I was just like, okay, well, I
Best
guess
case
this isn't
scenario.
working. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do it. So
I think I helped you buy that stuff. I think I had
you
my
did,
truck at
yeah.
that time, and we went to the
It was
24-hour Home Depot in
yeah,
Soto, which
you
was
and
amazing.
Ron Darling and me, I think, were all
Ron probably was there to show you
yeah.
what pipe and fittings to buy.
Oh, that was also, those downstairs neighbors were the ones where I forget her name now, but where I knew what her name was because her boyfriend kept on yelling it when they were doing it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, are like we met, we were getting our mail or whatever, and I was like, we'll just say her name's Charlotte. I don't remember what her name was. I was like, "Are you Charlotte?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, hey, I'm Paul. I'm your upstairs neighbor." And then that was it. Um, that was the whole exchange. But they were quieter after that, and I wonder if that might have been what it was.
She
I will
went
say
to her
also
boyfriend, like the creep upstairs has been listening to us.
the loud creep upstairs because this was after the whole
Ah, same neighbors,
uh,
you assume?
same neighbors, yeah,
Yeah.
same neighbors, yep. I mean, they were directly below. That's how I knew that that was
I
who they
walk
were.
past that building almost every day, and when I see it, the building, surprisingly enough, we were talking about Benjamin Franklin earlier, has a silhouette of Benjamin Franklin on
Wait,
the
is
sign out front.
that's Benjamin Franklin? Are
That's
you
what I
sure?
that's what I thought it was.
I just thought it was some Victorian dude. I didn't know that
All
that's
right,
who.
I'll take a closer look at it when I walk past it today.
What's the name of the building again?
Uh, uh, I should know this because I walk past it every day. It's not called the
The
Franklin,
Virginian.
the Virginian. Yes. So yeah,
Wait a
it's
second.
like
Now,
it's
is it George Washington famously lived in Virginia, right?
almost everybody did back then.
Ah, well, there we are. Ah,
I mean, there was an Ask Reddit question today. Like, what do you think the founding fathers would say about America if they woke up today? And I think one of the first ones was, "How many people live where?" When
yeah.
told about California,
G- Give me more of them Sour Patch Kids, they say.
brains.
So listen, here's like yes, yes. What would they say? How hast thou bewitched me, you devil? Um,
Burn them.
yeah. Uh, my God. Benjamin Franklin. Just tell me more about this Pornhub. Uh, so oh man, can you imagine just their teeth, all of their teeth? My God. Uh, I do feel like if our founding fathers were to come to now, they might be very problematic.
You mean
Like
the
they might
slave
be,
owning founding fathers would have a
yeah,
problem in today's America? Yeah, probably.
they might be like we might think of them as almost an invading army where they're like, well, we should probably do this, this, and this, and those things are all like, what? Like I can imagine if you said to the founding fathers, ah, yes, we don't use coal anymore because it makes the atmosphere bad, they might go, okay, you're all lunatics. What are you talking about? Um,
I like
that sort of thing.
famously, as children, we were told that George Washington had wooden teeth. And I
Yes.
read online somewhere,
His his
don't know,
slaves were made of wood.
well, don't
Um,
know if it's, don't know the veracity of this thing I read, but like the truth of the matter is a lot more dark. He didn't have wooden teeth. He had the teeth of dead people
yes.
as
Not
teeth.
necessarily his own slaves,
But
but dead people.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I mean,
Um,
we think they were dead when the teeth was taken.
we think they were dead when the teeth was taken. The Ben Lawrence story will not be seen tonight.
So that
Um,
we may bring you the following presentation of Benjamin
God,
Franklin
I don't
discovers
know.
Pornhub.
Can you get in trouble by speculating about the founding fathers in a way that may make? I do feel like here's the thing. Um, I can't have it both ways, right? Well, maybe I can, but I do think that our founding fathers were deists, and I do think that they were kind of free thinking in some ways. And I wonder if I'm thinking about this very, very, you know, uh, like I said, philosophically. This is a thought experiment. I'm not saying one way or the other. If Benjamin Franklin could talk to the, you know, like the head of the NAACP in 2026, if he were still alive and he could have that conversation, would he walk away with a different idea of the
I mean,
experience of black
that
men
that
in America?
that's an interesting question. Like, who knows? Who knows? Can't
What I'm
theorize
saying
either way.
is, if Thomas Jefferson and Louis Farrakhan could sit down, would they at least find some common ground somewhere in that dialogue? I think it is possible. I can't say for sure this is what we call counterfactuals. We don't know what would have happened, and it
So
is
why bother thinking about it?
foolish to speculate. Exactly. There isn't anything that we can materially gain. And what is the reason for the question at this point? Have we not progressed? Think of it this way. How old were the colonies when our founding fathers decided to forge the United States of America? How old is the United States of America now? Do we not have, well, we know how old the United States of America is, 250 years. Hey,
We seem to get beaten over the head with that number right now.
1776 minus 250 is, we know this, 1526,
Well, I mean,
1526
what
AD.
are you saying? Are you going to say that the colonies started in 1492?
I don't think they did. Do you?
I don't know. I mean, what
I don't think so.
what consists a
Man, this is
colony?
a
When the colonizers land, or like when they set up a government?
man. I gotta say, if anyone wants to fact check us, this would be a great episode where we go back and have people like really give us the lowdown. Because here's what I would say. Uh, First of all, itch update. Itching a lot less, still itchy.
Distracted by
Um,
conversation.
so so this is my thought on it. I feel as though the contribution, voluntary or not, of the non-white people in the United States, the slave labor, the indentured servitude, the whatever you would call it, what's it, uh, like the sharecropping and low wages, et cetera, all that stuff, right? That
I did look it up, so we do have an answer.
okay,
Um, the first permanent English settlement was Jamestown, Virginia. which was established
Ah,
in 1607.
so we've been around longer from the revolution than the revolutionaries were around since Jamestown.
Yeah.
So the United States has evolved more over that period of time into whatever it is now. I'm just saying we've gotten to the point where the contributions that have been made to the United States by the non-English settlers. Let's say that, right? For sure. Um have more than paid for uh a seat at the table, if not a position in the driver's seat of where the United States goes next. I feel
Uh,
like
and there are people in our government who are working tirelessly to keep that from happening.
yeah, and I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, right? I get it, understand it. I'm not. I mean, and here's the thing. I am benefiting from their efforts still to this day, right? So, um, saying that it's time for that to go away, uh, while still, paying taxes, doing stuff that helps do all that, helps perpetuate it. I get it. I, have never not been a Roman citizen, et cetera, et cetera. Um, but it puts me in the position to say, hey, I think that this is not going to be sustainable for another 250 years without a little bit of reshuffling of who's making decisions.
Yeah.
Uh, and the big thing is this: we talk about it. We I'm not saying anything that one cannot glean from listening to all of our podcasts. It's not like my opinion has changed that much as far as any of that goes. We did a thing that moved us closer to that other needle of a graceful handoff, and it swung back to a death grip on what we got, which gives the illusion that we haven't moved, like there's a swinging pendulum here, and then there's the box car that the pendulum is in, and the box car is still moving. We're gonna be over that line at some point, one way or the other. I feel like.
Or the bridge is out up ahead and the brakes are gone.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. Careening into the ravine itself is always a possibility. That some people may be more than have. If I can't have it, no one can.
Yeah.
Is a sentiment that we have
Some people
seen.
just want to watch the world burn.
Yes. George Burns played God and got away with it, and also was the devil at one point in time.
Oh God, book two.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, you devil! I think is
Ah.
the third one, but I don't know for sure. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about Oh God until we started talking about it right
Yeah.
now.
We had Oh God Book 2 on VHS. I don't know if I've ever actually seen the first one. I most likely have seen the third one.
Yeah, I did see Oh God, you devil. I think because he wore a black suit and a red tie. I want to say something like that.
Mm.
Um,
And his
I got
spiky tail
him
was all
and
shoved up in his coat.
Mr. O'Rourke confused when I was a kid. I do remember that also. I
Mr.
thought that
O'Rourke.
anyone, Mr. Rourke, or is
Mr.
it just
Rourke.
Mr. Rourke, not O'Rourke? Maybe just
From
Mr. Rourke. Fantasy Island.
uh
I still think that if he had it to do over again, I would have loved to have seen Keegan Michael Key remake that instead of the Twilight Zone. Um, not
yeah.
because I didn't like his Twilight Zone, but because Fantasy Island was such a crazy idea.
Was it magical? I don't know if I've ever seen a full episode of Fantasy Island
Yes,
as an adult.
Fantasy Island was magical. Uh, yes, I I want to say they maybe did it in an odd way where maybe sometimes it wasn't magical, but I am almost positive that it specifically had a couple of cases where it was true magic, not a Scooby Doo thing where, hey, wait a second, was it maybe magic at the end? But it could be. It could be. I'd have to watch it again too. But I distinctly remember there being some magical
Mr.
aspects to it.
Mr. Rourke was Ricardo Montalban's name.
Yes, Rourke, not O'Rourke,
Not
right?
O'Rourke, just
Yeah,
Rourke.
I said O'Rourke at
He's not
first.
Irish, Paul.
It would be funny if it were O'Rourke and Ricardo Montalban
Does
did
a spotless Irish accent.
like
Because you
this is
know
what
he
I'm
would.
saying. One episode, just give me one episode of that, and
Yeah.
it'd be nice. I think we talked about this before, but I want to just reiterate that I am um, avoiding talking about casting speculation for Dungeon Crawler Carl's Peacock TV series because I want Jennifer to want to watch it if it comes out.
So
And
you're
I,
avoiding talking about it to her specifically.
yeah,
But you're still like monitoring the boards and paying attention to who
no,
they're bringing on.
I'm not monitoring the boards or paying attention. I'm just thinking about it. I think about it when I
Ah.
read it, and I'm like, who would I have as this? And here's the thing, I didn't seek this out. I saw this somewhere else. Seth Green uh, publicly stated that he'd like to play a specific character in the show. Um,
Did he say which one?
yeah, the character would be a recurring character. Um, it's the guy who advises them about how to play the game. I'm just saying that's the role that his character would play.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it'd be like give me a show, any show, doesn't
Any
matter what show.
show?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers. Be kind of what was Carla? Was she a series
She,
regular?
yeah, she was a waitress.
Yeah, so she'd be. I meant sorry. In the I don't know these showbiz terms, Ben. In the pecking order, would she be?
Yeah, she was a
She wouldn't be
regular.
a guest star. She'd be a
No,
regular. This would be a regular
supporting
role.
actress.
Yeah, support. This would be. He would be a supporting actor
Okay.
if he were to take that role, which I think he'd do fine in. You know, this is the thing: is he'd be fine. He'd be
So
good.
you have two different types of supporting characters on TV shows. You have the kind who
Yeah,
are in every episode, and the kind who are occasionally in episodes, or maybe, and the three kinds who have an arc only.
yeah, yeah. So I would say that he would be. Um, yeah, he would be a regular. He'd be in basically every episode.
Yeah.
Depending on how they shot it, of course. Oh, Widow's Bay. I went on a little bit of a like a behind the scenes looking at YouTube behind the scenes. You know the rule about YouTube. I only use it on the big TV
Yeah, yeah.
during regular TV time.
Do you have an ad blocker on your big TV, or do you
I
still?
I no, I sit through them if they
Yeah,
happen.
you're
It
you're a
keeps you
better
from
man than I, Paul.
it keeps you from watching too much on it. Um, but
I would
uh,
rage quit.
the main actor who plays the main character,
Matthew Reese.
Matthew Rhys, uh, his Welsh accent is wonderful,
It
and
what
it really. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What you were going to say?
I did not know he was Welsh. I'd already seen him in another TV show, and Perry Mason. And
Oh,
I never saw The Americans. I never saw anything else.
oh,
This like
I saw him in The Americans. He was great in
Perry
that.
Perry Mason was the first TV show where I ever heard of the guy, right? And then after Widow's Bay was done, I saw him on an interview, and I saw him with his natural accent, and to my ear, it sounded like a grad acting student doing a Welsh accent. It just sounded a little too cartoony to me,
Right. Did
honestly.
you did you see the Conan interview? Was that
I
part of
think
what?
no, I think it was Seth Meyers.
Because he did an interview and he had a mustache.
I haven't seen the
Uh,
mustache.
and his story was that he had grown the mustache out so that his nephew would have a picture of him with his uncle's stupid mustache, because that to him is what an uncle was,
Yeah.
which I thought was great. But yeah, it's really interesting. So
So,
so
what did you learn?
he was talking about some stuff, but that wasn't where I was going with the watching all the things. The director, the main director, um, I'm not good with
Hiro
names.
Murai?
Yes, uh, when he was talking about like choice of shots and everything like that, the person who Katie Dippold, that I
The
remember
creator
Katie Dippold's name, the
and
creator.
writer.
She made a comment based off of his comment about how much the cinematography and just directing that he brought in made the sitcom look like a film, and
Yeah.
how important that was. And I really thought about it, and it who did do you know who did Flowers? Who the director of Flowers was?
Is that a
Because that
film or
was
a
an
TV show?
it's a TV show. The guy from
Obviously, I haven't seen it.
what is it? The Mighty Bush.
Oh,
Um,
the main guy?
it's not the guy that isn't the guy who played Moon is the name of the character. Not Noel Fielding, the other guy.
Yeah. I have
Um,
no idea.
anyway, he's in it.
Okay.
But it was another sitcom that was filmed very like it was cinema. And I think that might be what and then
Are
you've
they.
got,
So, is Katie Dippold calling Widow's Bay a sitcom?
well, that was her statement. Like, it was that's kind of how the scripts were written. You know what I mean? Like, they're a half hour or
Yeah.
less sometimes, that kind of. I think she might have said comedy show, not sitcom, but she said
Yeah.
something equating it to
It
a regular comedy show.
Yeah, I can see that because like the sitcom formula is like there across a season, there's generally no like overarching plot, whereas this
Yeah,
show is very monster of the week. There's an arc there, but it's
yeah.
the episodes themselves are not self-contained, but they deal
And
with
did
what they deal with in the
you
episode.
did you ever see Mr. In Between?
No,
Oh, that's really good too. It's on Hulu, I think. Do you have Hulu?
I do. I'm watching The Shield right now.
Okay, I would really recommend, especially if you like The Shield, watch Mr. In Between as well. It's another one of those things where the format of it is less than an hour
Is it
oftentimes.
British?
It's Australian.
Oh, Australian.
And it's one of these things where it's like, what else has this guy done? Nothing. The he's the creator and the star, and he did this, and then he did a movie that this series is based off of. Those are the two things that he's done. and it's great.
Made his money, and
He's
now he's
really
living how he wants.
he's really well, it's like he made this movie and then he was like, I think there's more to this idea. Did
Right.
this series, and then the series is just amazing. So
How
yeah, I
many
really
how many
recommend it.
seasons?
Two, I think,
Okay. That's
maybe.
manageable.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where like I list my top shows. Right now, top shows are Widow's Bay for sure, Atlanta,
Of all
Twin
time?
Peaks. Yeah, Widow's Bay is like right up there for sure. Atlanta, um, Twin Peaks, The Prisoner. I gotta put Lost in there as well, and I think Doctor Who as well. But Doctor Who is so big, I almost can't
Right.
do it, right?
That feels like many different TV shows under the Doctor
So
Who
so yeah,
umbrella.
I would say The Prisoner, Widow's Bay, Lost, um, and Lost is the problem with Lost. It's one of those things where it has some hits, it has some misses. For sure, it has some misses.
Yeah.
So I might not include Lost.
Like also
Widow's Bay
culturally,
for
like
sure.
Lost has name recognition even for people who've not seen the show but have heard
Yeah,
others complain about it.
yeah. So Widow's Bay for sure.
Yeah.
Atlanta, The Prisoner.
Who's your number one? Is it Widow's Bay? Did that ascend to the to
Oh,
the to the peak?
it is. It's really. I think Widow's Bay is too new for me to say that. You know what I mean? It might be that I'm just kind of in love with it right now.
Yeah. It's
Give
top of
it a
mind.
while. Yeah, give it a little while. Um, like Atlanta, but see, there's this thing is I thought the same thing of Atlanta too. I was like, am I still gonna? And it's been a while now, and
Yeah.
it's still definitely one of the favorites. Um, yeah, I can't think. Twin Peaks, of course, an all timer. I'm including the return in that as well, and I'm including season two in that. There were things in season two that I enjoyed that other people did not. Um, Firewalk with Me. Again, it's all like of a piece. I think I will contain all of that. Um, Firefly was pretty much that as well. I like Firefly a lot.
Yeah.
Firefly wasn't long enough to be a problem. You know what I mean?
I would put for me, I have not thought of this list, but I would put Arrested Development in my top 5 or 10. It probably his
Ooh,
top five, but only the
it was
first
really
three
good.
seasons.
Yeah.
Only the first three
That
seasons
I
of
mean
Arrested
that's a problem,
Development.
right? Like for me, Millennium, first two seasons of that would probably be on that list.
Yeah.
Not hardly any, but you can't even see it anymore. It's really
Another TV
interesting.
show I've never even heard of.
Yeah. You know what else is kind of up there for me? Reno 911. Like it's completely different than all the other things, but
Yeah.
there's some stuff in there, man, that just I still can't believe they did it. The stunts on that are incredible.
I think now that I'm thinking about it, like I'm looking at it in terms of like rewatchability for me. Like,
Hmm.
what can I rewatch and still enjoy? I think 30 Rock is on that list.
Ooh, yeah.
Um,
I've talked about 30 Rock, how there are some things in there that just um no you don't Oprah and Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Both those things I
yeah.
really love.
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's
and I want to say like the original Joel run. Like, I kind of fell
mhm.
off when Mike took over, and I haven't seen anything that they've produced like in the last, you know, how whenever they started redoing it,
Yeah, I
with
mean it's one of
Jonah
those
Ray.
things where it's Joel and Trace together.
Yeah,
The Dr. Forrester run.
Dr. Forrester.
Dr. Forrester and Joel.
and yeah, Frank Conniff. I think he was there from the beginning as TV's Frank.
No, TV's Frank was new too. So yeah, TV's Frank has to be part of that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a while it was, I think the guy who did, okay, so there was a guy who I think did Crow, Trace did Crow and
There's Bolio, Dr.
Dr. Forrester.
Forrester. Yeah.
There was another guy who did Tom Servo and uh who the other guy who later became
Kevin,
Frank.
I want to say his name
No,
was
Kevin Murphy, is that right? Kevin Murphy?
Kevin Murphy. Yeah.
Kevin
Was it?
Murphy became Tom Servo.
Oh, okay. So there was a
There
guy
was
who was
another guy.
Servo's voice and pre TV's Frank, and he left.
Yeah,
I don't
and he
remember.
left
Those episodes
apparently.
might not have made it to Comedy Central then.
Oh, that is possible. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this was sent through 3000. Definitely. I mean, for it's there was a type of humor that it had that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh man, Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun, Ben. Uh, I think it. Wow, this is crazy. It can't. That's crazy, but I think it beats Doctor Who.
Is it a TV
Uh,
show or is it a
it,
is
it's a
like
Netflix
are
show.
we okay? It's
Yeah.
on
Okay.
Netflix.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But and it's only like a couple of episodes, but it's really good. I think that's part of it. I think this is the sad thing, right? Things can get bumped off of my list if they're really good, but have an episode that's just very bad. Like for Lost, the episode with Jack and where his tattoos come from. He's in Thailand and he forces a woman to give him a tattoo or whatever. It can't.
Uh
I can't have
it's
that
like
be
a
one of my favorite shows.
right
It doesn't work.
because
I
you don't agree with the character's decisions.
I don't agree with the fact that it exists. That episode, no, it just doesn't work.
Was he?
The
Was it?
first,
I know nothing about Lost. Was this character a bad guy to begin with?
no, Jack is forcing Jack like gets
That
very depressed
is
and
Jack a
drinks and
bad?
for
Is Jack a bad
oh
guy?
oh
Is this
wait,
motivated by the character?
you
I've
haven't
not
seen
seen
Lost?
Lost whatsoever.
No, Jack is normally good.
Okay.
He's troubled. He gets even more troubled, but in this there's just this weird out of character thing where he like forces this character to give him a tattoo. Oh, obviously Taskmaster and Game Changer, right? Those are different too. Those are game shows. I
Yeah,
don't think they count. But
it's
I would put
interesting.
them up there.
Would you consider Whose Line Is It Anyway a game show?
Ooh. Um, well,
Because the
Ben,
original British
here's
run was one of my favorite TV shows when I was in high school.
yeah, the points don't matter, but it does. I do think it counts. It's a panel show. It's definitely a panel show. Are panel shows game shows? Is Mock the Week a game show? Sort of.
There is a
Sort.
winner. There are
There is a
winners at the end of
winner.
the episode.
Right. Does that make it a game show though?
That's where we're getting into a strange the Venn diagram of like panel show
Okay.
and game show.
So and Game Changer and Taskmaster are panel shows. I feel like it can't be a game show unless a non-famous person can be on and play. So win, lose, or draw,
Right.
I think they have somebody from the audience play with a celebrity. $10,000 pyramid for sure, right? As long as you have a
I,
non-celebrity who wins a prize, it's not a panel show, it's a game
no,
show.
I would call those straight game shows
Yeah. But
with
if
a
it's
trick to get people to watch.
right, if it's only celebrities, even if there's a winner, I say that's still a
Yeah.
panel show.
Yeah, like Celebrity Jeopardy.
Panel show. But Jeopardy game show.
Yeah.
If you play for charity, nah, not
They're
really a game
compensated
show.
in some way, I guarantee you. But the
Yeah.
dollar amount that they tell the audience is going to whatever charity they have.
Ben, got news for you. We
Is it
had so
that
much
time?
fun. It's over. The
Game
game
over,
show talk
man.
could have gone on for much longer, but we are done.
Oh no.
And now, oh no, it's not time yet. I was gonna say now I got to go feed the dog is untrue.
Not
I don't
according
have to
to the
feed the dog
dog.
yet. Oh yeah, that's right. As soon as I even say the F word, he wants to eat
I'm
his
now
food.
wondering what that F word is.
Fudge. Oh no. Oh no, Ben. I gotta stop. I think we've talked about this, but one last thing. Reese's Pieces.
Yes.
The inside
Made
of
famous
Reese's
by
Pieces.
E.T.
Uh,
Peanut
not
butter.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter like.
It is a type of peanut butter fudge, famously. Famously, well, not famously, because you didn't know either. But yeah,
Well,
um,
I don't
they.
care for the candies. That's why. I
Oh,
don't think I've
I
not
love it.
had a Reese's Pieces since I was a kid.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. But yeah, it's one of those things where they tried everything and then they realized that if they did this peanut butter fudge stuff instead of straight peanut butter, that they could make it work.
Save money on
And
peanut
it
butter.
tastes peanut buttery enough. Man, chocolate that isn't chocolate is so weird. Brown, sugary, sort of chocolate tasting stuff, but it isn't. I can't think of one right now, but there is stuff that,
I mean, you talk to a true chocolatier and they'll say that Hershey's is not real chocolate.
oh God, talk to anyone who's not from the United States, even.
My
Oh
guilt,
man, we'll have to talk about,
I do have a guilty pleasure. I do love a Hershey chocolate bar, an occasional treat.
really. Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of it, of them,
No,
actually.
with almonds too. You put some almonds in them.
You know what I like now because I can't have a lot of sugar, low sugar, low carb diet. The 90% cacao chocolate
Yeah,
because
that's
it hits all the stuff of eating chocolate in my brain, but my body's like, well, I can process this without any problem, sir. Thank you so much,
yeah.
or whatever. Um,
All right, and with that,
and then my memory is that of eating chocolate. Okay, I'll see you, Ben. Have a
I
good